Hello, welcome to another episode on Evolve, where faith meets rhythm and life finds its full expression. I'm your host, Olufunmilayo Oloyede. How have you been doing? I trust you are blessed and highly favored. In today's episode, I'll be sharing a story with you, one of the many things, and this happened recently, so I thought to share it with you guys. I attended an event, and in the course of the event, I noticed one of my leaders afar off. So I thought to myself, after the event, I was going to walk up to him and just say hello, because it's been a while we saw in person. So after the event was over, I got to where he was. There were some guys that were trying to say hello to him, so I had to stay back. And while he was done, I walked up to him, we hugged ourselves, we exchanged pleasantries, we began talking. He was saying, how are you, how have you been? I said, I'm fine, how are you too? I'm sure you understand that kind of greetings and exchange of pleasantries. So while that was going on, and he said, do you still sing? And I'm like, why the question? Then he said, do you still lead those prophetic worship sessions? That was the exact words. I said, yes. He began to share the experience, the impact those worship sessions had on him. And at that, so many thoughts were running through my mind, and I said, oh God, Father, thank you for this privilege. And I left him and I was walking down the hall. Then someone ran to me and said, hello, my mom is very fond of you, blah, 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 blah. You understand then? And this person mentioned the events, some of our worship meetings we had on Passion and Praise platform, and they were telling me, how impactful those events were. And the woman was asking me, do you still run the program? I said, yes, we're still doing what God has committed into our hands to do. And the daughter said, my mom loves you so much. So I had to go look for the mom, greeted her, Why am I referring to this was that, on my way back, I began to think over the whole scenarios of questions on, do you still take worship session? Do you still take that prophetic worship session? Then the comments from the old woman. And, it just dawned on me that people notice what you do as an individual. And I remember one of these Sunday services. I don't know whether it was Pastor Boye that mentioned it or Pastor Solomon Ukbade. He said in one of the sermons and said, you may not have many likes, but so many people, they watch, they see what you do. Yes, I remember it was Pastor Boye that mentioned it during one of his sermons. People watch, they see what you do. They may not comment, they may not even press the likes, but there is an impact that you make on people out there. And I just thought to share this with us, that what you're doing, that you're doing, sometimes it will feel as if you're a lone ranger. You are doing it all by yourself. You're taking the step all by yourself. You're jumping the rope all by yourself. You're making the decision all by yourself. It will look as if you are doing everything all by yourself. Nobody is noticing. People are actually noticing. They notice what you do. You have an impact in the life of someone out there. So My encouragement to you today is to keeping at what you do. You may not get a yes, you may not get a congratulatory message from anyone, but God sees. God keeps records. The impacts is seen. The impacts are felt. People know you for what you do. They know that this is Funmi Oloyede. They know that this is Kemi. They know that this is John. We know that, okay, yes, Israel is on that keyboard. Yes, we know this is Sam doing his stuff. People know, they see. And sometimes in the course of this journey, you may want to get discouraged because of you're not getting the how will I say it, like an ROI, like a return of investment, as it were, for business investment. You may not get an immediate return, but the return are impact in the lives of people, the testimonies of people who have come across you, the testimony of people, the reference, the comments of people when you are not there, even in person, to really defend whatever it is that you do. So you keep at it. The Bible made us to understand that lines fall in pleasant places for us, and that's one of my favorite scriptures. And it's another scripture says, it says, the path of the just is like a shining light that shines brighter even unto the perfect day. Keep taking the step forward. Keep at it. Yeah, sometimes you feel discouraged. Reach out to someone that can speak to your soul, that can speak over your spirit, that can declare over your life. Sometimes you need an encouragement here and there. Pray after prayer. Sing, dance. I do that a lot. Sometimes you can be goofy. There's nothing wrong in doing that. And sometimes one of the things I do is that I try to recall those beautiful times. Then naturally I love children. I try I am intentional when I'm around children, because sometimes they do some things and it connects with some things. And sometimes they do some things, then I am thinking back that, I didn't have this opportunity, but now that I have the privilege of being with kids, I can make an impact in their lives. So please, keep at what you're doing. People are actually seeing you. They are watching, and even some of them, they are using you as a prayer point. Lord, help me only if I can do a fraction of what this guy is doing. Only if I can take this step further of what this person is. Only if I can just make the decision. So people are watching, and a lot of people are seeing you as model for their lives. So you can't afford to give up, because the one that is within you will strengthen you from your inner mind. And as you keep taking the step forward, you begin to see light much more. Till I come your way next time, I remain your host, Olufunmilayo Oloyede. Bye. Love you. Mwah.